Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures and videos and emails. And if you would like to do so, my email's in the description box below, okay? So this first picture that was sent to me by a community member says, they changed GMO labeling to biofortified, just so you know when you're reading your labels, which is really good to know because a lot of us are label readers, like me, especially me. So here's an email from a community member. She said, where did all the stuff we learned to go away when we had to work to support our families too? DHS and the government put stops on what we could do to discipline our children. Yes, I know. You know, I was, I was always told, because, my husband's an officer and stuff like that, we can still discipline our children. We just can't leave any marks. And I'm like, when I was raising Andrew, okay, and I raised my niece and nephew too, and I have a hand in, raising my grandchildren as well. I guess I could say I was lucky enough that I never had to physically discipline my kids. The way that we always disciplined was we took their privileges away, right? And this community member, she's referring to the fact that I did a few videos on, what our youth is doing. Like in Chicago, how the younger generation, they actually like bombarded a 21 and up establishment because they got upset because they couldn't go in. Well, you're a teenager. You cannot go into a 21 and up establishment. Rules are rules. That's it. Done and over with. When you're 21, that's when you can go into a 21 and up establishment. All right. And I don't know if this is called entitlement. I don't know what this is, but gone are the days. All right. Gone are the days of families being families sitting down together every night and having dinner, having conversations. In this house, we don't allow electronic devices at the dinner table. Oh, no. When we sit and we have dinner, we converse. We are a family. We speak to each other. How was school today? How was work today? That's what we do. We are a family. We are involved with each other. And I think that is one of the problems with today's society and raising children is everyone is like this constantly, phone and face. And, as a mom, as a grandmom, as an aunt, okay, and being as though, yeah, I've raised my children, I've raised my nieces and nephews and things like that. I have seen, the transition going from one generation to another, and things like that, and what it was like raising children in the 90s and then in the 2000s, and now we're in the 2010s, and now we're in the 2020s, and the differences, and things like that. And, my son, and then my niece and nephew that I raised, and now they're all the same age, they're all in their 20s. They didn't have electronic devices like this in their face. Okay, they didn't have that. And yeah, they had gaming, whatever, that is, the Xbox and stuff like that. But that was after, when you got home from school, homework was done, we ate dinner, and then you got an hour or so before bath and then bed. Okay. There was no messing around. There was none of that. And if you disobeyed, it was gone. That's it. I rule. Mom's alpha. Okay. And they respected that because they didn't want to lose that. Okay. But no, I never once had to physically discipline my children, ever. Never. But maybe it's because I was never an absentee parent. I don't believe in the device is the babysitter. I know a lot of people who do that, and that upsets me more than anything. Even with my grandchildren, that is not allowed. You know, my son and my daughter-in-law, they do not allow that at all whatsoever. And can they be educational? Sure. But there are limits, and that is that. But I think that in today's society, I think that a lot of children are entitled. You know, it's gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm not working for nothing. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And I think that could be what some of the problem is. You know, I can't sit here and say, well, it's because the father's not there or the mother's not there or both the parents are working. Hey, listen, sometimes it takes 2, sometimes 3 incomes to run a household. You know, it can't always be the parents have to be there 24/7. It's not possible. How will the bills get paid? How will food be put on the table, clothes on the backs? Okay. So, you know, reality. Okay. Priorities. But I think this is part of the problem here. Just my opinion. Okay. Here are some pictures and an email from a community member. She said, oh, my dear Autumn, I get scraps for my hens and my ducks at my local farmer market for free. That's awesome. I love that. So I got some special goodies, about a bushel of tomatoes, some that had yucky spots. Oh, the chickens don't care. I wash all well, cut yucky spots out, and then I smell them to make sure they're not sour smelling. Voila. 13 pints, 2 quarts of diced tomatoes. Community members, please don't be afraid to salvage and clean veggies and fruits to can. Oh, they still look good. They still look good. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Just cut the bad spots off. They did that during the Great Depression. My grandmother did it up until the day she died. Yeah. Those are beautiful. There you go. And now for a commercial break.
Yo, it's not coming off. Oh God, what kind of shampoo is this, yo? Oh. Ah! Oh. 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 Oh.
So here's an email from a community member. She said, question, how can people afford to go out to eat every meal? It's just cheaper to cook at home, isn't it? Yes, it is. But I understand the convenience of going out to eat for every meal. I understand the convenience. Do I do it myself? No. Not with this crew. 8 mouths to feed. No, 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 no. You know, we are a very simple family here. You know, it's the kids, they, you know, just throw some pasta with the sauce, or, you know, chicken, meatballs, whatever the case may be. They're fine. They're happy. As long as the bellies are full, you know, honestly, I'll never understand the concept of going out. I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. So is my husband. You know, I don't understand that. You know, if we really have a hankering for takeout or something like that, like, you know, if I'm just not feeling good, or if I've just been balls to the wall busy, and me and Jess have been doing, you know, because we do spring cleaning in this house once a month. Okay, on one of those days, yeah, guess what, we're ordering pizza. But that's it. You know what I'm saying? We can't, not with 8. Can you imagine what it would cost for all 8 of us to go out for breakfast, lunch, dinner every single day, or even dinner every single night? I mean, we don't make that kind of money in a month. No kidding. So here's a picture for you that was sent in by a community member. It says Seattle Downtown Law Enforcement. This was sent in, it looks like it was on a scanner page. Seattle Police and Washington State Patrol, King County, Washington. SWAT incident, BOMB explosion in an apartment near First and Denny. 1 parish, 2nd BOMB reported, and BOMB squad assembling building and surrounding blocks evacuated. It was at 10:59 p.m. and she sent that to me on 4/19 at noon. Shoot. Sorry I didn't get this out sooner. Jeez. Here you go. Okay, here are some videos that were sent in by community members.
Did you know that the CEO of Whole Foods says that plant-based meat is unhealthy? And while he believes it is good for the environment, he doesn't believe it's good for your health. And here are 5 reasons why. Let's just start with it's highly processed. If you look at the ingredients on all of these products, you don't find any natural-based ingredients, let alone be able to pronounce half of them. These plant-based products are missing key nutrients such as vitamin B, iron, and zinc, and things that you would get normally if you were eating real meat or other natural foods. These products are full of seed oils, and as you can see here, seed oils are just not good for the body. Also, there are tons of questionable ingredients. How do you think they get those natural tasting meat flavors, or getting that chicken inside so white? And lastly, don't let the word plant-based or vegan fool you. These products are full of tons of sodium and saturated fat, which are not good for you and can lead to heart disease or worse. While these products might be great for the environment, they're definitely not good for your health, and now you can see why.
You're telling me for 40 years of wishing I had one of them fancy meat sealers, I could have done this? Ain't no way. Check this out. We got one of them 3-pound meat logs that we want to freeze, but don't have one of them fancy sealers. So apparently I don't need it. I put a pound in here, roughly a pound, and we just dip it in the water. Yeah, well, shove this in. Dip it down in the water. Set. Oh.
It's perfectly tree ripened. We just harvested this tree ripe red custard apple. Now this happens to be one of our favorite fruits, and it's an annona. much like soursop or sugar apple, specifically known as Annona reticulata, and this fruit tastes like raspberry cheesecake or raspberry yogurt. This fruit is super creamy and extremely sweet. It's really out of this world. All right, so let's open it.
Yo, this is crazy. So this is April, 14th? It's Friday. April 14th, 2023. I'm in Oklahoma. Something is above my house, y'all. I can hear some sirens going off in the background. Crazy. Record this for a second. I'm going back inside.
And here's an email from a community member. She said she's moving out of California. She lives in Burbank right now. She's moving out. Thank God. It's about time. I've been so worried about her. She said she went to Lowe's to buy what's called a silica key. Yeah, those are really nice to have on hand. She said they're $10. She always checks the price. Anyway, at checkout, they said no cash. And there were only self-checkout cashiers. I scanned my item twice. I had to call the lady to fix it. I had a bot. Had I not? Oh, do I have a spot on my glasses? No. Had I not looked at the price, I would have paid double. What? Also, she said the self checks had been scanning double and triple, and people don't realize it. Glad I'm frugal and always check the prices. And they were just going to let that go right through, weren't they? What the hell? Oh, man. Lowe's, get with it, huh? No kidding. And before I go, I leave you with this commercial break. I will see you guys in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less.